Today we're going to talk about sterilization and disinfection, and our objectives are going to start out a little bit with some definitions and some categorization, be able to kind of, when you can break down what you're doing and get it into segments, it's a little easier to understand. So we'll start with definitions, and then we'll identify methods for cleaning and disinfection and sterilization, and then we're going to list risks of failure to properly clean, and then discuss the importance of kind of a coordinated approach in your facility. So starting with definitions. Cleaning something is to remove visible foreign material, be it whether it's organic material or inorganic material. Decontamination is to remove your pathogenic organisms and make it safe for handling. Really, it's to get your blood off, the blood and body fluids off, so that you can actually then backtrack to standard precautions and handle the equipment. So what are your influencing factors on your medical equipment in relationship to disinfection? Well, first of all, you have to consider what is the organic or inorganic load on your equipment or your environment, for that matter. How much blood, how much gunk, pus, how much body fluid, also inorganic load, how much, if there's any type of product that may be left on it, it may have some type of, I'm trying to think, but anything that's non-body related or that could be wrapping material or something that could also make an inorganic load. You need to make sure that that is all off. You have your type and level of microbial contamination, because not all microbes are the same. Do you have bacteria? Do you have spores? Do you have viruses? Some are readily killable, others are a little more difficult. As we talked, mycobacteria is a little more difficult to kill than vegetative bacteria. So what type of contamination do you have on your equipment? Then you have the concentration and exposure time to the germicide that you're using. What does the manufacturer? I want to talk a little bit about flash sterilization. It is designed for the steam sterilization of unwrapped single items that are designated for immediate use, and it is really recommended that it only ever be used in emergency situations. You have no other piece of equipment available, your patient is ready to go, or you're in the middle of the procedure, and it's more danger to the patient to extend the procedure or repeat this procedure or to alter the procedure in any way than it is to flash sterilize that piece of instrument that you have no other alternative for. You have to decontaminate the item. You have to use a rigid covered container for the flash sterilization. You just can't lay it in a pan. It has to be covered. And you still have to use all mechanical, biological, and chemical monitors still apply. But you can never use these for an implantable item, okay? Because you really shouldn't release an implantable item until you know that your biological monitor is negative. And if you've got a true emergency situation, you can't wait to see if a biological monitor is negative. So that it's really, there's a lot of caveats and restrictions placed on flash sterilization because it is a riskier procedure, riskier way of sterilizing something. Of these organisms, just common organisms we have, is put here for you. You have some viruses that are very labile, like influenza, and then you have some that are more durable, like norovirus, which we hear about in cruise ships. The problem with our organisms such as MRSA and VRE and why they get us so bad is because they can stay active and healthy on an inanimate object for 2 months easily. Your C. diff spores, 5 months. So you have to really keep in mind why not all organisms just go away because we turned out the light at the end of the day and went home. They are still sitting there waiting for us the next day, and so that's why cleaning, disinfection is such a high priority in healthcare.